keep asking, where do I begin? How do I shift into alignment, into abundance, into overflow? And I want to offer you this. The real starting point isn't out there. It's not in strategy, hustle, or chasing. The starting point is within, because true abundance always begins inside of you and then expresses itself on the outside. So let me ask you something. If there were no limits, no fear, no scarcity, no pressure to be practical or reasonable or realistic, what would you want for your life? Not just in one area, but in every part of your being. What would abundance look and feel like in your body, in your relationships, in love, in money and purpose, in how you treat yourself and allow others to treat you? This is where it all starts, not from fixing what's broken, but from reconnecting into the wholeness already inside of you. When you ask your heart what it truly desires, when you get honest about what brings you joy and lights you up, what feels like ease and expansion, you begin activating your inner abundance blueprint. And that's not just a nice concept, it's a frequency. The universe responds to your energy, not your words. When you're unclear, uncertain, and disconnected from what you want, the universe doesn't punish you. It just spins in circles trying to respond. But with no clear coordinates, it defaults to the old code, to your subconscious, to your past trauma, to the matrix. That's when you end up on autopilot, repeating old cycles and chasing someone else's version of success. But when you begin to embody your truth, when you feel the abundance within and claim what you want with clarity, the universe responds. Life organizes itself around your energy. So how do you start? You write it down. You document the vision of your abundant life, not because it's about being rigid, but because clarity is magnetic. What are your core values in love, in money, in friendships? What are your standards, your dreams, your desires? This becomes your inner compass. Here's something most people overlook. Aligned choices keep you on the shortest path to your desires, dreams, and goals. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you desire a healthy, nourishing, peaceful relationship, but then someone shows up who is inconsistent, triggering, and draining. Your mind says, maybe this is good enough, or I can fix them. That's an unaligned choice, and it pulls you into detours, delays, and lessons. But an aligned choice would be honoring your vision and choosing to walk away, even if it's hard, even if it's lonely for a while. That choice says to the universe, I trust my desires. I trust myself. I'm staying on the route of what I really want. And in doing that, you collapse timelines. You jump straight toward what you are calling in with less struggle and more grace. Every aligned no is actually a faster yes to what's meant for you. This isn't about manifesting a car or a relationship. It's about becoming the version of you who already feels abundant in every cell of your being. And from there, life can't help but match you. Every time you make a decision, ask, does this align with my inner abundance compass? The one based on your values, your desires, your vision. Does this feel expansive, empowering, and rooted in truth? If it doesn't, you already know it's not aligned. And yes, it's going to feel hard sometimes. You'll be tempted to settle, to make choices from fear, to shrink and contort yourself to fit into other people's boxes. But here's what I invite you to remember. Abundance doesn't come from pleasing others. It doesn't come from settling. It comes from standing in the fullness of who you are, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when people don't understand. You can't control how others show up. You can't force people to meet you where you are. You can only be you fully, unapologetically, and trust that what's truly aligned will stay and what isn't will fall away. That's not rejection. That's redirection toward a reality that mirrors your internal wealth. This is conscious creation. You are not here to live a life of scraps and survival. You're here to co-create with the universe. But it starts with anchoring into your own energy, your own truth, your own inner wealth. And from that place, everything changes. So here's your invitation to take aligned action. Write it down. Create your abundance compass. Refuse to abandon your truth. Let your heart heart, not your fear, lead the way. Because when you do, you don't chase abundance, you become it. And your outer light will rise to match what you've chosen inside. Your heart is the compass, your truth is the key, and your abundance, it's been with you all along, waiting to be reawakened and remembered. Subscribe if you're ready to embody abundance. Comment below, I choose aligned abundance. Tap the bell. Let's walk this path together. Much love. You already know it's not aligned. Stop.